Pee-wee's on point. This is an old Lew's Speed. This is the old Speed Spool by Lew's. This is an old 8-0-1. I've had this thing for, I think, probably its 4th or 5th year. I caught a ton of bass on one of my old flipping reels, but it's still just smooth as butter. I actually have a couple on rods in here that's always ready to go. I've got new reels this year, which I really like, but this old one's always hard to put down. Great durability. I've had great durability of all of my Lew's reels. And I still have some that's 6, 7, 8 years old, and I put a lot of time on them. But this new, and this is a bad dude, is this Lew's TI. This is, I believe it's a 7.5. Yeah, it's a 7.5 to 1. This is what I cast a lot, even with a buzz bait, a spinner bait, vibrating jig, whatever, swim jig. It's got tons of power, and it's still plenty fast enough for me. I'm a high gear ratio guy anyway. I do use the 6/8 earlier in the year when the water's a little colder, but as that water warms up, I'm primarily throwing something and moving pretty quick. I'm a shallow fisherman pretty much, and I like to keep rocking on, so the high-speed reels kind of fit my style a little better. And this TI, you can run the magnets up, and you can make those casts like skipping and whatnot, and still get it under things, and still get the distance with your magnets up just a little bit. Not all reels you can do that with. They're not free enough to keep the skip going. But this one, you can turn it up a little bit, and you keep that backlash down. This is mono, where I throw a top water on for the most part, and it skips really well. But anyway, this TI by Lew's, you gotta try that out. It's an awesome reel. You won't believe how smooth it is. So far, it's super durable. And look, I don't like oil them or something every day by any means. I use them. But this is probably the bread and butter for me. I like to flip and pitch, and primarily I base my game plan around that. So this Hyper Mag, which is, I think it's an 8.3. Yeah, it's an 8.3 to 1. I like that 8+ gear ratio. It gives me the speed, and it also gives me enough power to do what I like to do, whether I'm punching mats and you're trying to retrieve that bait over the top of hyacinths to keep it out of there from tangled up or whatever it is, or you get a big fish on, you still have enough power and enough speed to keep up with him, keep the rod bent, and still get him out of the cover. Same goes for flipping wood, docks, etc. When you, especially shallow water, you set the hook, you want to have control and be fast enough to keep that line tight and that rod loaded, or you're going to lose the fish. That is super important, to have a reel that you can keep up with the bass with. When he's coming at you, he's coming quick, especially like 2 to 4 pounder are like the quickest fish out there in the water, in my opinion. So those are the ones that you hope to get bites from and you can keep up with. Super smooth again. I skip with this reel, whether it's on a 7-foot rod, a 7.5 flipping stick, whatever you have. You can turn the brakes up just like on the TI. You can turn the brakes up and still get distance out of your skip, but keep that loop down. Not that it's a backlash, but especially like with this is braid on here, but with fluorocarbon, it keeps loops all the time because it has memory, and I don't care what brand it is. That's just a fact of life. But you can turn those magnets up just a little bit. Look, it's not going to go away. You're still going to get some loops from time to time, but that helps to keep those loops down, especially on your bigger fluorocarbons. Anything 20 pound up, it's going to be a little bit kinky and have some memory. So that helps a ton. The speed of the reel helps a ton on landing a bass, and the reel's lightweight where you're not fatigued on a 12 to a 14-hour practice day. You can flip and pitch and do whatever you need to do all day long, even with a heavy weight, say in Florida, 1.5 ounces or whatnot. That's very important, that this is light, that it's quick, that it's durable. Did I say fast? Quick and fast, quick and fast. And the TI, again, super smooth. You're gonna make those casts. It's super light and it's super durable. It seems like, to me, this TI is just really solid in your hand, and it's so powerful, but it's still so quick that you're gonna be super impressed with that. You gotta try those out. And that's it for me at Lew's. These are the 2 primary weapons for me. Everything else is ideal too, but this right here is where I win the money. So check it out.